Oh, hello! First and foremost, thank you. If you are taking the time and energy and the space to watch this video on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, thank you. Thank you so much for your time and your consideration and your support of the New Moon Studio and Drew and Zoe. If you are watching this and you're wondering, who is this weird curly-haired chick? My name is Anne Marie. I have had the honor of knowing Drew and Zoe for the last 4 years. I have multiple tattoos by them. They are incredibly dear friends, and I also have the experience of working with them professionally. So I know how hardworking, devoted, and amazing they are firsthand. If you are here, then you're also aware of the fact that there's a GoFundMe, that we are trying to support Drew and Zoe to the best of our abilities in the midst of this COVID crisis. I want to talk about gratitude for a second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will continue to say thank you throughout this entire video, but thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every one of you that has donated, shared, sent messages. The three of us are incredibly overwhelmed in the best way by your love and support. I was pretty confident that this thing would go well. I had no idea how well it would go in the first 24 hours. And it's amazing. All of you are amazing. The community that Drew and Zoe have cultivated is amazing. And it's wonderful to see everyone come up together and just show their love and support and just outpour in that capacity. So thank you. Next, I want to talk about a generalized update. I met with Drew and Zoe yesterday via video call, and we talked about all things related to the GoFundMe. The majority of the phone call was us like, because it's insane, and we are just so grateful. We spoke in great detail about how we want to move forward, the best way to move forward, and overall numbers. In talking with them about their current situation with their landlord, it has become apparent that we needed to increase our goal. The reason why we have to increase our goal is because Drew and Zoe are currently in negotiations with their landlords. And as we're looking at the number and as we're looking at the reality of COVID, especially in New York City, that number needs to increase because we anticipated incorrectly at the beginning of just collectively what they would need from a money perspective. If you are not familiar about what's going on with COVID in New York City specifically as of right now, yesterday our governor released a 4-phase plan for how the state will collectively open up. Within that 4-phase plan, there's a variety of critique that every region has to meet. The reality of that plan for New York City is that New York City will probably be one of the last places to open. There is no real timetable because it all kind of depends on what happens with the virus and if there's a second wave. So within that, it's incredibly hard for small businesses like Drew's and Zoe's to understand how to move forward in the realm of time and planning. So as of right now, we are unsure what will happen with COVID, with opening, and with their landlord. So there are a few things kind of up in the air, but we do know that the more money is more assistance. Within that, we also want to acknowledge we know the reality of the situation right now. We understand that anyone giving any money is huge, and it is genuinely life-changing in the current climate that so many of us are in, especially those of us that are creatives, that own our own businesses, and haven't been able to work since the beginning of March. So we are not increasing this goal in a lighthearted capacity in any way. With all of that, I'm going to say it again. Thank you. We literally hit within less than 24 hours. I believe it was like 23 hours and 20 minutes. We hit 80% of our initial goal, which is insane and absolutely wonderful. And we collectively are just like that's the only real thing that I feel like encompasses the feelings of the three of us. So at this point, we have increased our goal. We are moving forward in the realm of utilizing the funds to assist Drew and Zoe to help them within their current situation with their landlord. And we just want to thank you. I think at the end of the day, probably the most wonderful thing about New Moon is that it's not just a physical place, is that it is an actual entity which consists of Drew and Zoe and the magic that they create and the energy that they put out into the world. And the fact that there is just so much support for this entity and for these two individuals to help them move forward is amazing. So thank you again so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Again, thank you for your energy, your support, your love, and your donations. We take none of this lightly. and we are just so, so appreciative. If you have any questions moving forward, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name is Anne Marie. Thank you so much.